What up, boys? So I'm here with my main side piece. She literally hates hanging out with me every day. Love her. Okay, so what I want to shoot into today is how women will basically make you feel like a winner, but most guys will end up getting rug pulled and also basically be in a situation where they get like cratered, right? So what happens is they'll be in a relationship. The relationship will be going well, and the woman will basically be making the guy feel like a winner. Now, they do this in a lot of ways, like basically like you feel deeply loved, you feel like deeply cared for. She's like doing all these great things to your body, and you are feeling awesome, okay? And the mistake that most guys make is that they don't actually gift that back. They don't like actually take time to like return it, right? So guys will basically, they'll feel great, they'll feel like a winner. And then what they'll do is they'll like run out and like meet other women and basically kind of like disrespect the woman that's making you feel amazing. Now, as a guy, like you're on your path, you're developing as a man, right? Like you're getting better at this area of life. And in the beginning, that means you're like, you know, going out, flirting, hitting on, meeting new women. But eventually you will find that you are able to attract a really good woman in your life. And the mistake that most guys make here is that woman helps them feel like a winner, helps them feel amazing. And then instead of gifting that back, they basically just kind of like take. They don't really give back at all. And they more or less just take from that situation. So in my relationships, I've seen two trends, okay? The first most egregious thing that guys will do is they'll disrespect their main woman. And what that looks like is like, she's like, you know, putting your in her mouth. She's like doing all these amazing things that is making you feel like a complete winner. And then in return, you are basically just like flirting with other women in front of her, making her like look bad in front of her friends, and basically like doing things that don't protect her reputation. Okay, so when you do this, when she's like doing all these things that make you feel amazing, right, and make you feel like a winner, and then in return you like make her look like a fool in front of her friends, like she's gonna rug pull. And that's basically gonna crater your winner effect. So that's like the first big mistake that I see guys make. All right, the second big mistake is that woman is basically gonna want the main spot, right? So like she's gonna want you to basically stay being a savage, stay in the pocket, like still be a dominant male, but she's gonna want that spot of influence. So this is like the second big mistake that I see guys make, which is they don't listen to their chick. Like they're like, okay, this woman's making me feel amazing. She's making me feel like a winner. She's doing all these things that make me feel supported. And then they're out here like disrespecting their chick, dude. Honestly, like, you know, like going to a bar where her friends are, and like her friends are like seeing you like talk to the women. It's like, yo, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Like that chick can't put up with that. The second part of this is that they don't listen. So that woman's gonna basically want a spot of influence with you. She's gonna want you to listen to her. It's like, God forbid, she's like doing all these things with your lower body and you're like enjoying it and you're feeling amazing. And then all they're asking in return is just like not be disrespected, and then to at least have that spot of influence. Now, most of them won't tell you this, but the truth is they don't want anyone else to be able to influence you. Like they want that spot, dude, okay? So on your path as a man, like while you're like working on this area of life and you're getting better at it, you will meet really amazing women. Here, babe, let's circle back this way. Okay. She's still stuck hanging out with me. Worst part of her life is having to listen to me rant into the camera. Okay. So you work on this area of life, you become more dominant, you get better at it, you become more attractive, you develop, you build yourself as a man, and you will, I mean, I hate to tell you guys, dude, like I'd like to bullshit you of like, oh, it's just like this never ending train of like lust and sex with all these great women. But like after you do that for a while, like that shit gets old, homie. So then what you'll find is you'll be with a really good one, but you're gonna fuck it up, okay? And you're basically gonna end up disrespecting her because she doesn't want to be made to look like a fool, man. Like she doesn't want her reputation ruined, dude. Like, so you like need to think about this as a guy. Like, making sure that her reputation is protected is a huge part of it, right? Like, not making her look bad, like not making her look like a fool. Like, if she's like doing all these things for you, and then in return, you're basically like decreasing her winner effect, right? Like, they will make you feel like a winner, dude. Like, it's hard to not feel like a fucking winner when like she's putting it in her mouth. You know, it's just what it is, dude. Like, you're gonna feel like $1,000,000, and you want to gift that back. So that's the thing that I see with guys is like, after they develop at this area, it's almost like a versus and competitive thing. Like, instead of also making sure that they're like, the women that are in their life are winning. Like, that's kind of what I'm saying here is like, they're helping you win. They're helping you feel like a winner. But like, when it comes to them, it's like not gifted back. And then these guys are fucking surprised that it's like, they turn around and the chick's fucking gone. And it's like, yo, so's the winner effect, so's the dopamine, so's like all the parts that like made them feel good. And it's just like, honestly, like a pretty tough like learning curve for most guys, where it's like, you know, like, why do I have to do this? I'm like, I'm not saying you do, homie. Like, you can just stay running it the way that you've run it, right? But like, if you're watching this or you're a guy that's working on this area of life, I'm gonna assume that like you want better, right? And so the best that women have to offer isn't just like this like endless like fucking sex train, dude. Like, there's way more to it. But I just coached a lot of guys and worked with them on this, where they finally do get a really good woman. And you'll hear it, dude. You'll hear these guys talk about how they got their like souls crushed, and they got like obliterated, and they got like leveled by a girl. And like, real talk, when you like look deeper, it's that basically the woman made them feel like a winner, and they just took. They didn't consider what would be a win for her. And I don't mean at the fucking surface level, man. I mean like deeply emotionally, which is like protecting her reputation and like not disrespecting her. When I say protecting her reputation, again, I do not mean this like in a shallow way. What I mean is like, that's a big deal for them, man. Like, making sure that they're not framed in a bad way or made to like look bad in front of their friends. Like, that's all like super important, man. Okay. And the second thing, which I'm guilty of this, I know this may be hard for you guys to believe, but your boy isn't exactly the best listener. So like, one that I struggle with is like, you know, you're out here just like being in your own frame, doing your own thing, running it as like a dominant guy, and then you struggle to remember to listen to them. But if you don't do that, like, you're gonna get rug pulled. And basically, like, your entire winner effect is gonna crash, and she is not gonna feel bad about it at all, dude, because she like basically hinted at it 6 ways from Sunday and like tried to give you a heads up on it, like tried to kind of like, I mean, they're pretty patient with you, man. But anyway, so this video is a short one. I'm down in Charleston, super pretty down here, just out here socially embarrassing my main side piece. Love her. Okay. Below this link, if you ever want to chat, talk to me about what's going on in your relationship, talk to me about kind of like what your journey is or what you're working on, drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, Todd, love you, out. But as always, I shall return.